10:37 on this beautiful Thursday morning. 55 degrees and the sun is shining, and I am joined in studio by Mr. Garrett Johnstone of the Black Owl Hemp Clinic. How's it going today, Garrett?
Oh, it's going great, man. I want to say thanks for having us, and it's always a pleasure getting to see you and catch up with you. It's always a good time.
Absolutely. Now, I met you about a month ago at your grand opening. So here's the thing, Garrett. Live radio, it's not that big a deal. I'm going to bump your mic up real quick here. There we go. We're in business now. But I met you about a month ago, and you've got an interesting story. Now, you are new to the area, correct?
Yeah, definitely new to the area. Got a family that's been living here for a couple years now. But yeah, personally just moved down here about 8 months ago. Decided to open up the business, and still pretty fresh to the Camden area.
Yeah, and it's a new business to the Camden area. Now, with the Black Owl Hemp Clinic, we're living in a new age, folks. There's a lot of things that have changed just in a few years. There's a lot of misconceptions, misinformation that has been spread, and not spread maliciously, but just spread out of not knowing, because this is new, especially for this area. Now, you're from California, where a lot of this has been put into practice, different states, different laws, and so you've got a little more experience than your average Tennessee guy in this game.
And that's the one thing we really pride ourselves on, is this is such a passion of mine, being able to be a part of the industry. I grew commercial medical cannabis, had a licensed facility to be able to do so in Calaveras County in California. This is what I've done for a very long time. This is what I love to do, and to be able to bring a little bit of taste of that in the hemp industry, to almost replicate a dispensary that you would see in California, Colorado, something to really hit home on the quality aspect. This industry is flooded with so many individuals that just have, not negatively discount any farmers, but sometimes it's such a new crop for so many individuals that the quality aspect is lacking in some crops. So for us, the idea of creating a facility where we could really open the doors and have individuals come in and seek quality. Quality is the name of the game. In an industry like this, where these products are designed to create alleviation and benefits in any way, quality is the number one concern. And we as a business can't stress that enough. The most important thing, too, is with all of our products, you see lab-tested results. You see QR codes that are made readily available to scan, so you know that it was lab-tested for safety.
And that's something I noticed when I came in. You gave me some of those, and folks, this is the most official looking stuff you've ever seen. I'm talking decimal percentages down to the trillionths, and this stuff has been through the ringer as far as regulations, as far as legality goes. And now let's get into this. When we talk about hemp, when we talk about CBD, and this is a whole conversation that's probably going to spread out over the course of a while here. We've got 10 or 15 minutes today, but the biggest thing I hear, and let's clear up a couple things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first off, hemp and CBD is federally legal.
Correct.
And that's thanks to the 2018 Farm Bill.
Correct.
Okay, so that base is covered. Mm-hmm. Second misconception, CBD and hemp, it does not get you quote-unquote high.
That is very correct as well.
All right, and the reason for that is, let's see, and I'm sure you've explained this to enough people where you can probably do it in fewer words than me, but the difference in that is you've got two contents in it. You got THC and you've got CBD.
Correct.
THC is the psychoactive content. That's what's found in weed, pot, ganja, reefer, whatever you want to call it, and that's the stuff that makes you a little loopy. That's the stuff the government and the cops, they're still not fans of, and that's not legal here. But CBD that is high in CBD content and low to the point of no psychoactive effects, minimal amounts of THC, it's tested. It's got to have the tiniest drop of it. So, folks, you will not get high smoking this. You will not get any of that. What you will get is a ton of benefits, whether it be, personally me, and I'm pretty open about this, anxiety. You get a ton of benefits for anxiety, a ton of benefits for depression, but it's not just that. There's a ton of physical elements. Can you speak a little bit to kind of what you see most of your customers come in and what the most common ailments are? helped a ton with arthritis.
Yeah, of course, man. Everything, you hit the nail right on the head. Pretty much the biggest things we see on a daily basis: rheumatoid arthritis in general. We see individuals with high blood pressure. We've had a few individuals who, using these products, have lowered their blood pressure 21 points, which, I mean, just to be able to say that alone is amazing. One of the biggest things on a daily basis as well would probably be anxiety, inflammation, just pain management. We've got individuals off hydrocodone. We've got individuals off of Ritalin, Adderall, anxiety medication. I mean, we have everything from children that are coming in with autism, epilepsy, Down syndrome. We have a client of ours that he competes in the Special Olympics, and just to see the difference that this product has made in his daily life from day 1 to month number 2, you can't look past it.
Right, and I love the alternative aspect of it. You see this a lot. It's all over the country. It's not special to this area, but it's very rampant in this area. You see legal, prescription medication abuse, and a lot of the time that's not. It doesn't begin because of the patient. It begins because they're prescribed something that they know nothing about. They don't understand it. 3 or 4 Klonopin a day. It was an awesome fix for about 2 months. Then I got pulled off of them cold turkey, and it was the most miserable month of my life. I'm talking random body parts swelling up twice their size, having to take 2,000 milligrams of Tylenol to get out of bed, and then the anxiety effects of that, it was back double. It was a Band-Aid. It did nothing to soothe. It did nothing to truly help. Whereas now, and I'm just talking about the anxiety, this applies to all kinds of pain pills, everything.
Yeah.
But this allows you to not have that truly, because this is not truly addictive. It's not. Science has proven that.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the thing that always amazes me, let's say we're dealing with depression. You go into a doctor's office and they're like, oh, here's a depression medication that may cause suicidal thoughts. And you look at them and you say, oh, no, I came in here because I'm depressed. And you look at the side effects on these medications, the list of the side effects just goes on and on and on and on. And you go, so what? The overall result is one benefit, but I'm dealing with this amount of side effects? It just doesn't, it doesn't add up, man.
Right. And then we talk about, the application of all this stuff, and there's no one size fits all. This is something you've got to try out. It's not... It's never going to, I've never heard a story of adverse effects with this. I've never heard somebody come in and say, I used this product and I felt horrible. I'm not saying everybody comes in and says, hey, it was the magic fix, but can you speak to kind of how, it's really, you've got to go in there with an open mind.
Yep. Yeah, and the biggest term that I like to hit home with is a term called bio-individuality. What that means is that every individual's chemical makeup is different. Every person who walks through the door is a unique case, whether it be anxiety, inflammation. It really is our job to sit down with that individual and get to the root of what they're looking to alleviate. Now, there's so many different delivery methods and forms of consumption that it can get a little overwhelming, and that's what we're there for. We're there to really sit down and not hold your hand, but that's pretty much what we do. We walk you through everything, and we make sure that by the time you leave our shop, you know so much more about it than you did before you came in.
And what amazes me about it is, okay, so we're talking about CBD products here, and let's go over all the different applications. That's what's really mind-blowing, because I was there at the grand opening that I was in yesterday, and the amount of just new stuff just in that time has blown my mind. But you've got your traditional smokable, and yes, folks, it looks like weed. I'm not going to lie, it does. But it's not, and it's totally legal, and you're not going to get high. It's going to provide you a ton of health benefits, but you're not going to get high. So y'all got the smokable kind, flower form. Y'all got it in shatter. Y'all got it in wax. Y'all got it in everything. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Y'all have topical solutions, edibles. Go on, just tell us a little bit more.
Yeah. So pretty much, we have inhalation-based forms from raw flower material. The difference between the material we carry is only indoor grown. The lowest grade we carry is greenhouse. And really, the more controlled the environment, the more controlled the actual final product, the higher quality the results you're going to get. So yeah, we have inhalation-based products from flower concentrates, live resin distillates. Then we have topical and transdermal applications that are spot-specific, applied for aches, pains on the skin. We have sublingual applications, which are applied sublingually under the tongue. We have, ingestible forms from capsules to gummies, hard candies, chocolate bars.
So one thing I noticed I didn't even know was a thing was y'all got something called Canna Dips.
Yeah, and so the big thing that we really focus on doing is we work with cannabis-based companies that have been around for a very long time, whether it be California, Colorado, Oregon. They hold themselves to different standards. So there's a lot of individuals who get involved with this industry, and they hear dollar signs and they get involved, and this isn't the case with the companies we work with. They've been a part of the cannabis industry for such a long time that they're familiar with extractions and different forms of delivery and things of the nature.
This is just a new product for them.
And so Canna Dips basically is a Humboldt, California-based company. They do have THC pouches in California, and they switched over to the CBD side of things. And they do have CBD pouches. We got some pretty unique things over there.
Yeah, I was sitting there talking to Russ. He's of course now Russ. He runs the store here in Camden, and you're in Murray. Y'all do have 2 locations.
Yes, we got 2 locations. Family owned and operated. So Russ is running the one here. I'm running the one in Murray. And if need be, we kind of bounce back and forth and really take care of all of it.
Y'all have also got an online store as well.
Yeah, we do. And we actually recommend a lot of people look in online as well before, just if they're curious, just take a look online. Everything goes by consumption method, and it kind of breaks it down to a science. So of me saying sublingual, topical, transdermal is a little confusing, click on that website and it literally will give you a detailed picture and breaks it down by definition on how that form is delivered.
Yeah, and one thing about online, and I want to note to anybody that might get on their phone or their computer now and look them up, is that y'all offer top of the end stuff. I mean, this is high quality, and we'll get further into this conversation another day, but y'all offer high quality top end stuff. But the amazing thing about it is you can check their prices, folks. They're beating pretty much any online retailer you'll find. I mean, that's what really amazed me. Because I'm going to be honest, my first time in there, I said, man, this stuff's cool, a little pricey. So I was going, I wonder. And I got online and I looked, and y'all were beating MSRP on pretty much every product y'all offered.
Yeah, and that's something I really pride myself on. We carry award-winning companies that have been voted #1 through different studies and different polls. That's important to me. We're with people who are investing any amount of money into these products. You want something that's going to work, and you want a quality product. So what we really do try to hit home on is if we can cut down the cost on any product to make it somewhat more affordable, that's what we're there for. I can't stress that enough. I mean, yeah, we own a business, but at the end of the day, we're only as good as the individuals we're helping. So that's our primary concern. I mean, we will go far out of our way to make sure that we're helping an individual if something's not going right. But like you just said, I mean, there's some products that you look online, they retail, but when you do get what you pay for. There's some cheaper products out there, and you're going to get cheaper results. So absolutely. And folks, it's something that if you can't tell by hearing them talk, Garrett is very passionate about, and it's something that I'm very passionate about. I am all for alternative options to a lot of the stuff we've seen rip apart families, rip apart lives, and it's never going to make you feel worse. It's not going to hurt anything. I encourage you to come try it. Now, y'all are located on Highway 641 North in Camden. Where is your location in Murray? So we're on 1900 F North 12th Street. We're right by the Enterprise, right there in Murray, Kentucky. Okay. And store hours? Store hours, we are open at that location 10 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, closed Saturday and Sunday. And at the Camden location here, we're open 11 to 6 every single day. And besides Saturday, we're open 11 to 5. Okay, closed on Sunday. And of course, y'all have got the website, you've got the Facebook, you've got everything. Y'all are easy to find, easy to get hold of. We try to make it that way. Well, Garrett, I appreciate it. I look forward to this. I want to have you on more and more. I love having these kind of conversations, and I just hope somebody out there that maybe didn't know as much about this going into this conversation has a little more knowledge. And folks, I want to encourage you, seriously. Garrett, now you're in Murray more than you're in Camden, but you are in Camden some. I encourage you, come find this guy. He knows his stuff. He's grown up around it. I mean, that's the beauty of growing up in California, right? Yeah. They were so far ahead on these laws that it afforded you the opportunity to kind of see the business, learn the ropes at a young age. And now, folks, Garrett's only 24. He's younger than me, and I'm a pretty young guy. But there's a wealth of knowledge here, folks. Garrett, I appreciate your time. Hey, Dylan, man, it's always a pleasure. Like I said, thank you. I can't thank you enough, man. Awesome. That's Garrett Johnstone with the Black Owl Hemp Company. Folks, go check them out. They're on Highway 641 North here in Camden. They're also in Murray. What was that street one more time? 1900 F North 12th Street. 1900 F North 12th Street in Murray. Go check them out, folks. I'm not saying it's going to be the magic bullet, but I'm not saying it ain't either.
It's 10:51, and I want to tell you something else about Black Owl. Our winner yesterday on our tickets to Dale Earnhardt Jr., it's going on tomorrow night, was actually Russ. He runs the store here in Camden, and Russ was going to give them to his son, I believe, and his son's a big NASCAR fan, but his son can't go. So instead of holding them and, whatever, this kind of people they are, Russ sent these tickets back, said he wants to make sure somebody that wants to go gets them. So, folks, I'll be giving away these tickets a little bit after 11. Stay tuned in for that. For now, we'll get back to a little more music. Had T.R. Crooks earlier. How about the Old Spirits now, another local band? My buddy Evan Dodd over in Paris. Name of this song is going to be New Needle here on WRJB.